Hey YouTubies, I'm glad you guys came back for another great episode of Mikey's World. I started this video back in October. Today we're in January. So it's been a while. Yeah, a long while. And the reason is mostly because I was trying to finish the video, but it's so far along that there's no point in finishing and doing the rest of the work. You know, because I'll get it next summer. And you guys will see that next summer. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back to October when I started this video. Like the day of my accident. That's right. I started this video the day I was in a terrible accident with the Rolla Anywhere. It's partially why this video's been hanging off in the background. There's also the last known footage that I took. Well, a friend helped me take of the Toyota and the Corolla Anywhere. So I'm glad to be able to put this in the video and share it with you guys, because at least the memory of the Toyota Corolla will live on forever. So let's head back to October real quick. Good mornings, YouTubies. Well, I say morning because it's morning for me. The sun still be rising back there. We still have condensation on the cars. And this week's video is a little bit of a bittersweet video for me. Because first off, let's just start with the good, alright? The good is, you see these vehicles in my front yard. I get to drive most of those in the next couple of days. And the reason why is, here comes the bitter part. Somebody, I don't know who, is angry that I have so many cars parked in my yard. And someone is calling on me saying that I have junk vehicles. But to me, not one of them is junk. They all might need one thing here, one thing there to get going. That's nothing but a chicken wing, baby. It's all fixable. So, it is what it is. I've got to succumb to their level and make them happy before I get a ticket from the town. So, I'm just going to move them. Get these ones out of here. The ones that don't have legal plates, so nobody can keep complaining and everybody stays happy. So we got plenty of vehicles out here. We've got my K5 Blazer over there. We've got the Rolla Anywhere. We've got the limo. We've got the Cruise. And we've got this Crown Vic. This is my second car. Okay? The K5 Blazer back there. That was my first vehicle ever. I worked really hard with my dad to be able to buy it off him. And that happened. Had it for many years, and then when it was time to come to driving, I started driving it around. And well, where we were living, we had emissions, and well, that wasn't very, the truck didn't like those. That's what I'm saying. It didn't pass. And I went several times, enough to where my temporary tag had expired, and my Auntie Heather didn't like that I was driving around a truck with expired tags. So she went ahead and helped me out, and she bought me, with my grandpa's help, this car. This 1999 Ford Crown Victoria. Now let me tell you, I'm a Chevy guy. Huge Chevy guy, okay? So when they told me that they bought me a Ford, I was pretty upset, let me tell you. You can't get that mad. It's a car. You gotta drive it. You gotta get point A to point B. So I sucked it up and I drove her around, all right, a lot, for many years. It was only supposed to be long enough to be able to get the K5 Blazer registered. That didn't happen, okay? I just kept driving around. Why? Because it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was comfortable. It was cheap to maintain. It was a wonderful vehicle, all right? Wonderful. I liked it so much I won't get rid of it today because I like it. Now, it has been a couple years since I've taken this puppy out and driven her around because she needs a lot. You could see these tires. They about bald. That was reason number one. Reason number two, I don't know if you can see this, but over here, the front's got more space in the tire. And then this side's way down. She needs suspension work. What you gonna do? So I parked it, you know, with needing tires and a suspension. And then the alternator was failing. Oh man, I didn't have the money. I didn't. It was back in 2019 is when I parked her. So it's probably like 2018 is when I parked her. Now, I did come out here several times over them years and start her up, take her around the block, okay? Until about a year ago, let's put it over a year ago, let's say 2 years ago, the alternator finally said, dude, I'm done. I'm not doing no more work, okay? So that's the goal today, to put an alternator in this puppy, drive her around. Then we got our limo over here. This thing I bought up because I wanted a limo, okay? I intended on doing a little limo business with it, but then the more research I come across, I didn't want a limo business, okay? I didn't want to deal with that. So I ended up just keeping the limo, having fun with it. And well, over the year of owning her, you know, stuff fails. And that alternator gave up on me. Dang it. So she's been sitting in the front yard for 2 months, not very long. Long enough to make the neighbor unhappy, I guess. To roll it anywhere. She ain't going anywhere. She's gonna stay out here. La Cruz, it's got illegal tags. It ain't going nowhere either. The limo, it's got illegal tags. So I'm just gonna move it in a different spot in the front yard so they know that it's movable and they don't think it's junk. Then we got one back here. That's my mom's Tahoe. It's mine now, what am I saying? She gave me the title to that puppy a long time ago. I just never put it in my name. She needs work, radiator, stuff. A long list of stuff, okay? To be worth something. What am I saying? She's worth something. It's a 2-door Tahoe. What am I talking about, guys? It's worth a lot more than you'll ever understand. Then we got this little puppy here that looks like a Mercedes Jaguar confusion mess. It's just a Kia. K-I-A, baby. Killed in action. But it's not dead. This is my girlfriend's car. And well, you know, unfortunate circumstances happened to where she lost her license a couple years ago. And we really haven't pushed to get it back yet. So she sits here looking kind of shitty with some flat tires. Now I do know one of these tires is so split open and cracked it won't hold air anymore. But I am hoping, I'm not for sure yet because I haven't done enough investigation, but I have 4 spare tires for the Ford Crown Vic over there. 4 of them. So I'm hoping at least 2 will fit on here and we can move this puppy around, get her in the backyard or Grandpa's house, somewhere other than the front yard. I got a long couple days ahead of me getting these cars movable and moving them. It's gonna be fun. Whether anybody likes it or not, I'm gonna have fun doing it because I get to drive all these vehicles and have a good time. Like I said, it's been 2 years since I've driven my Crown Vic. I'm ready to drive it again. I want my plates back, get it registered. I'm pushing to get that taken care of, and we'll do that soon. Let me quit talking. Let me go get some tools and some keys, and let's start replacing an alternator and seeing if we could get this car fired up on some old bad gas. Alright, so I got distracted with my coffee and it took way longer, but I got the tools, the alternator, the tunelators, the battery as Vice Grip calls them, and it's got the go handle just like he likes, so it was easy to bring out front. Okay, also my brother Cody, he's gonna be the camera guy for a little bit. So let's just get to work now. What am I doing? Oh! Okay. These are all my spare keys to almost all the cars I have. Which one is it? There we go. She's a bit dirty, okay? Like, look at them seats. Filthy. They got a few sodas spilt right here because of this guy, and right there, that one's more coffee on the passenger seat. But you know, I got the cloth seats in the front and I got the leather in the back because that's where the fun happens. You can see there's a pole in the back seat. You already know that's for the hood because it don't stay up by itself. That's we use this. It's always, I forget. I gotta like pull this like 10 times to get the hood open because she doesn't like to pop up on her own. You gotta bring your flathead with you. You gotta be nice with it and pry her up. You know? Oh. And there you go. This is my dirty, dusty, nasty, not driven in 2 years mess. Because the wind out here, dude, it blows, literally blows, and it gets dirt everywhere. Everywhere. Okay? Okay. It's a shit's thick.
There you go, nice little detail.
So that means we need to get the wind through here to be able to clean some of that off later, and that'll be done. But we got to start off here. We got the battery, and I was out here the other day, so don't worry that this is just easy to come off, okay? I had to figure out which alternator I needed because there's 2 different kinds. They got 2 different clips and wires, and it makes a mess is what I'm saying. I wanted the right one. So we're gonna use the limo as our table because it's got a lot of table space. Let's face it. And the roof, it's rough, so it's not gonna hurt it. So a little lack of planning, but also preparing for the future. So it was like a lose but a win situation, okay? This is the kit I brought out here. It's literally a 20-piece 3/8 drive kit set, okay? Now I'm getting ready to take this belt off because obviously we can't get the alternator without the belt. And if you see down here, come zoom in here, this is the belt tensioner right here. And this hole, that's bigger than a 3/8. That's a halfie. I instantly panicked. I was like, crap, all my halfie stuff is at Grandpa's. And then I remembered that this thing left me on the side of the road several times in the however many years I drove it, okay? So I tried to be prepared and keep stuff ready to keep me going. And look what I found in the body keeper area. The emergency, whatever you need. The Ford window visor. What is it doing back here? This guy. Oh, my old mitts. These mitts are like the best mitts ever. You know, we got sockets and, you know, look at this. The old sparkulator socket, because I blew that several times out of this car. We got almost anything CDs that you need, okay? All right. What is in here? Some crappy headphones. They definitely ain't no clips. You know, then we got this big old box and it's full of like goodies, like duct tape, screwdriver, strap wrench. Why would you need this on the side? I don't know what he's thinking. Some locks, goodies is what I'm saying. All sorts of everywhere. There's everywhere. Look at this old belt. Old belt. Look, this guy, he even kept an extra t-shirt. An extra t-shirt? Were you worried about spilling a soda? Oh yeah, I did that a lot. A spare tire. Look at this puppy. She's a bit rusty, but that means she's trusty. Oh, look at this. Look at this goodie. Look, look. A lid, a Tupperware lid. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's set up for anything you almost need, okay? Oh, look at these guys. Get the fuck out of here. Look at this. A to-do magnet. Yep, had that ready to go. But what I'm saying is there was enough goodies that I came across a 1/2-inch drive made in Taiwan ratchet. So now I can get the belt off and I don't have to go to Grandpa's. So I'm quit rambling. Cody's over here laughing at me. And we're gonna get this belt off and see what we'll do with this alternator. I'm ready to put the key in this thing. I haven't driven this thing 2 years. And I like this car. She's just been neglected and I feel bad. All right, so let's see here if this is actually gonna work. Oh, look, it worked. Oh, all right. Step number 3, success. Gotta say, you know, super easy to change one of these. Don't be afraid if you got a 4.6 liter Ford, you know, because the alternator's right on top here. And you got a 10 nut on this alternator. Then you got 5/16 on these 4. Okay, and then you got another 10 with these 2 bolts. And then there's, oh, look at that. That's like loose. And I haven't done one of these owning this car. We haven't undone that yet. We only touched the top stuff. So we're gonna get this wire and this bracket out of the way so we can reach this clip and we don't break it, because I don't want to have to do extra work. And I really do like this car, even though they circled the problem, you know. It did me decent, okay? Everything that broke was pretty cheap to fix. And man, she's got some good ponies under here to have some fun with, okay? Okay, that's why Cletus uses them. I understand his feeling, because you gotta drive one to know it. So I'm talking again. You know, I get distracted pretty easily. You guys should know that by now, though. Now we got access, and I don't know if you could tell because everything's so dusty it blends, but this thing went over here. And we didn't do much with it. So, let me see. Looks like just a flat head, and we'll get that puppy off. Which I got one right here.
Want me to pull on it?
Not yet. Let's see if it's... Oh. She's actually not brittle. Oh my goodness, look at that. I can't tell you how many times I've broken plastic clips on these, not these, but any car. So that it just makes me nervous to take them off. I gotta take her easy. And I had a lot of coffee this morning, so I'm all wild up on not Mountain Dew. Cody's saying, here's these bolts, so we'll get her done. I wonder why this wasn't tightened all the way. I don't know. This car, I'll tell you, she's been through some hell. Several road trips. Burnouts. Races. Legally. This car got me in trouble, okay? Before I turned 21, this car, I got so many speeding tickets, I accumulated 16 points in like 2 years. Psych, no, it's like 4 years, but still, I got my license taken away, and then I had to get it back, and man, it was a fiasco. Oh man, look at that. I'm over here taking this nut all the way out, and it's got the little slippies. You don't even gotta take it out all the way. See, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm over here talking. It's okay, I like you guys.
That one should be good. I'll give you a little more.
Oh, look, guys, look. I got it.
Let's give her a roll.
Oh, do you hear it? Definitely a goner.
Hey.
Which, I put this thing to use, okay? I had two 12-inch kicker Comp S's in the back of this trunk when I drove it all the time. And she got used all the time. But check this out. Cody's over here and behind the camera like, dude, check this out. Look at that. Looks like a little 10 mil down there. But I ain't reaching my hand in there because there's spider webs. Okay? And we'll find out if it is a 10 mil here in a second.
It's a 930
932s. Oh, I wonder if that's the actual size of these top ones. Nope. That wasn't it. I don't know. I don't know what it is doing. Okay, but it's out of there. I got good feelings. I'm getting excited. Look at this. We got the fresh one out. Except I'm a little sad it doesn't have the little sledderoonies like the old one. Like, this was cool. Where'd they go? Why you take them away? It's whatever. We'll just take these bolts all the way out. Put them in. It's nothing but a chick wing, baby. Get some length. That's like a finger length. Because I got them extra long fingers. They're longer than most people's. That's why I said finger length. Alright, so sound test on the new one. You hear it? Like nothing. You can't hear it. Okay, so let's stick her in here. Get her wired up. We'll put a new battery in because I'm getting anxious. I want to put the key in it and I want to fire her up, okay? So let's get her done. Slight issue. I blame myself. But we got her in there. And as you can see, it's back out. So we come over yonder here. And there's a couple signs that these are different to me, alright? First off, look at the backs. You can see this versus this. Then let's look at the top here. You got these. There's no Shrek ears on this one, but this one's got the Shrek ears. So what's going on? You know, what's happening here? But the most important, the one that shut us down and said, get out of here. You see this shape? It's like a D. Looks like a big letter D, all right? And then look at this one. That don't look like the letter D at all. It's more like an O, you know? Maybe a really fat stick figure guy with tiny little legs. I don't know. But look at this. That's not the same. What I'm gonna have to do is return this one. Go get a different one. Which that sucks because I really wanted to drive this today. And I don't even know if I can get another alternator today. So instead of that just shutting me down completely, we came over here, and I had to double check because I didn't want to look stupid twice on camera. One time is enough. So we came over yonder here, and we instantly look at it, and it looks similar to that new alternator over yonder. And well, instead of doing anything else, looking at anything else, I came over here and looked at this clip. And I don't know, that clip looks different than that one that was on that car. So I can see the two little ears on this side, and it looks like it's got the D shape. So I think I got the right one for this one. And instead of having fun in the old cop car, we're just gonna have fun in the limo today instead. Okay? But we're running on a time crunch because we're having my birthday party and my little brother's birthday party, you know, because they're pretty close together. So we're just doing them all in one because it's convenient, and that's how families should do things. No need to get, you know, what is that, selfish and have one birthday per? Yeah. It's okay. It's fine. All right. So we're just going to wrap it all up together, and that starts at 11, and we're like at 9:45. And I still need to get apart. I need to take the girlfriend to work here soon. So we're cutting it close. We're gonna try and get this puppy going before we gotta go. Alright, so we're gonna put it on the speed dial. I mean the time lapse for a second, because it's all gonna be the same stuff we just did. Boom, baby. Just like that. The limo has a new alternator.
Come here, Pete.
Check her out. Check her out. Look at how fresh and clean. She looks so fresh and so clean. Okay, you see it? Just it? Looks good. So, now this needs to be dealt with. And this is a decently new alternator here. So I'm hoping that if we just give her a jump start, the alternator will kick over and charge the battery back up. But as you can see here, we're pretty tight, and I was hoping to get the Crown Vic out the way so I can pull the car up, you know, and do it easy. But since I got that cool little Rolla Anywhere over there, I think we'll just pop over them railroad ties and see how close we can get to this puppy and use the jumper cables like that. A little more of a hassle, but when you got cool stuff, it's okay. It's fine. Hopefully the 4-cylinder alternator will have enough charging to be able to help us out here, because I don't have my good set of cables. Grandpa's not here with this cool jump box, which, you know, I could have called him. I could have told him, but why would I want to bug Grandpa to do something like that on a Sunday? It's Sunday, okay? This little dude, you see him back there jumping. He wants to be part of the video. He just doesn't know where to put his hands. So he's learning what to do. He's a good kid. I love that little guy. So, now that we're done, our time is getting slim. I'm gonna go get the keys to the old Rolla, pull her up here. We'll use Cody's jumper cables because I don't have mine with me. They're in the Suburban at Grandpa's. And we'll try and get this thing started up. We decided, instead of making a mess with moving a bunch of cars around, let's just try this battery. It's gonna put in this car. Let's see if it'll give her any juices.
Stay here. Come on.
Yep. Just not enough juices. Come on, girlie. Not yet. We ain't going for a ride yet.
Yeah, we
Got enough room here. Just enough, baby. Grab. Oh, got rooted. Oh, we got a little extra.
But
So let's give her a shot. See if old little Roll Anywhere's got enough cojones today.
You want me to give her some on the roller?
We'll just let her chargelate for a minute. She's done, you know. Round two. Dang it. Dang it. I don't think she's got enough cojones, man. We got the baby wires that are getting warm, so they're not flowing enough. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wait till later. I got some bigger cables or Grandpa's jump box. Dang it! I guess I could swap these batteries. I know you guys don't want to wait for me to get the cables at Grandpa's or whatever. I can't wait neither. So I did the right thing. And I put my temporary battery in here that was supposed to go in that car. Okay? But now the posts they're backwards. So it's in here. I don't know if you can see. Very unsafely. So we're just gonna give her the crankulation, hopefully take that battery out while it's still running, put this other battery back in and let the alternator charge it, and hopefully we'll be okay. That's the plan. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but hopes and dreams and prayers is how we live around here. Right up. Come on, girl. Settle yourself in. Figure yourself out, baby. Nice. Nice. Finally a win for the day. She's been sitting a couple months with the lines as long as they are, because the tanks in the back, it goes bad in the tubes because there's a lot less volume, gets to the weather more, so it goes bad. Once you get them lines cleaned out, she'll start revving again. Now she's still got bad gas in the tanks, that's why she stutters when you hit the gas, but for now, it's a win. So now let's see if we can get these off and put our other battery in. I need the little thingamajiggy. Grab it, don't touch the metal though, you'll get zapped if you touch other metal. Did you guys think I couldn't do it? You know, did I make you nervous? But we got her. Now I do not suggest for anybody to replace their battery while the car is running. Super unsafe, okay? I want to forewarn you. Did you hear me, little guy? We don't do stuff like Dad does, okay? That's it. That's all I was saying. So, now that she's running, we're gonna pick up some stuff. We're gonna have to move the cruise, and we're gonna take this puppy for a spin. There we have it. We got one down out of multiple, like 3 or 4 we're gonna move here. She's running, she's staying, holding a charge. Hadn't done that in a couple months. So, I'm gonna run to the parts store, and you can see I've already taken her around the block because I have to, and I'm running short on time. I gotta go get the lady friend to work, so get her to work, go pick up the alternator for the other car, and then I'll go enjoy some family time, and then we'll get back to the Crown Vic and all these other projects. There's a wild guy over here, but look how much more room I have in the front yard. A lot more. So it's not a terrible thing. I gotta move all these things, right? I got more yard space. Maybe I could park other cars there. Well, so I don't know, like we're several days later working on the old Crown Vic here, because you can see my neck situation, and that you probably seen in last week's video. But this is the video I was working on in the process of, you know, in the day I got in the accident. But we're moving on. Grandpa came over to help me because, you know, we still got a task to do. We got to move these cars. And I was able to go down to the town and I talked to them, and they're gonna give me a little lenience because of my condition. But we still got to work on it, okay? So we're gonna move this one. Grandpa's getting the alternator installed. It's already almost done. You see, he's got around what 2 bolts left, and a belt, and 1 little wire. So, you know, it happened. But we found the right part. A little bit of a fiasco because of, you know, the accident and everything that happened. But we're finally getting somewhere. So once this gets installed, we're gonna put a fresh battery in her, and then we'll put some fresh gas in her so we can mixolate on that old bad gas, and then maybe put some octane booster in her, and then we'll be okay. We're gonna fire her up, see what's happening. It's been some time. I know she's gonna do the knocky knocky sound for a minute, so I'm a little nervous for that. You know, with the cool thing though is this one car is I wanted to get back on the road, and with the accident happening, I'm gonna be a car down because that was the one I was driving every day, of course. So guess what I'm gonna be in again? Yep, this one. Yep, the old flying pig. Simply, look at that fresh, brand new alternator. Bracket installed, belt installed. So let's move on and let's get this battery. I gotta go inside and get it, but we just got these couple cables and stuff, you know, these things, and then these 2 nuts, and she'll come right out. We'll put a good one in it, and hopefully she'll crank right over, because we're using the same battery we used to fire up Cody's TA, so I know it's good. I'm just nervous about the sound she's gonna make because it's been so long. This is why we got Grandpa helping me out, because, you know, there's this feature in this car that's in this trunk, and it's this fuel pump switch. So if you smack this puppy hard enough, you can see this little thing that's up. That means that the fuel pump will not push fuel. So that gives us a chance to be able to crank and crank and crank and get some fuel pressure throughout the motor before it, you know what I'm saying, so she doesn't knock to the moon and back, you know, because I know she'll do it. Well, it looks like we got the same problem with our battery, with the posts being on the backward sides. So we're just gonna call that for now. Grandpa's gonna bring back his jump box when he gets a chance. One task complete. We got ourselves a new day. Today is actually the day I'm supposed to have all these cars moved officially. But thank goodness for the extra time they gave me. We got little Roxy out here. That's my girl. She my puppy dog. She ventured in the front yard with me this morning. Grandpa's hooking us up a temporary battery, the jump box. And then I'm just gonna put the old key in here, and we're gonna crank and 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 crank some more, so we get some oil pressure in the block, so when it does start up, it's not so unhappy. And remember the other day, the fuel pump, oh snap, the fuel pump pressure switch, like right here, that is activated, so we won't get fuel. We'll just get a bunch of cranking for a while. Alrighty, here we are. This little guy right here is why I call this car the flying pig. It's because I literally have a stuffed animal that's a flying pig. The keys are in. No lights. So that means them battery cables are goners. Son of a gun. Alright, Grandpa moved them. We got noise and I got lights now.
It wants to stop.
It does want to start. But, you know, old battery cables, some corrosion that worked on them. Okay.
I'll hit that shit.
So, that's it right there. Simple. That's it. So, and the bummer is, Grandpa, when he gave me this car, he took the trunk switch out because he had liable reason, okay? Like, I worked in the electrical field. He was afraid my tools would get stolen. So the only way in this trunk is with this key. I can always go find another button, but that's a hassle. I've dealt with this key for so long that it doesn't bug me. So let's pop this switch here. Let's pump her down. See her? See how she's down now? That means the fuel pump should activate and we should be able to hear her fire up. All right, so let's see.
Come on, baby.
You know, partially our issue here is, you know, we're like right there. We came back, I got a little bit of fresh gas and I used some of this gas treatment stuff. I don't know, I never really used it, but it sounded good when I read it in the store. And some octane booster, because we know that the gas in there is no good. So we need to get that octane up a little bit so she'll fire up and she'll like it. So this is about the only part I'm good for, is putting a key in this thing and twisting it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if it fires up, we're gonna take her up, put her on the trailer, take her to Grandpa's, so then I can evaluate what I need to do to be able to start driving this further. All right, here we are. Here we are, guys. We got lights, a lot happier than last time. Oh. Yeah. I'm off. Yeah, that did it. She did not like that bad gas. She is.
Beautiful. She quieted down immediately,
She did it. I knew she would. I know she's a Ford, but I knew she'd fire up because I took care of her. Okay, maybe not the last 2 years, but I did previously. She's happy. She's running on alternator. I'm happy. It's been like 2 years since I heard this thing. Holy cow. Let's go get some muffler sounds. But I'm not very fast right now, so hang in there. Do you hear her? She's a little quiet, but you could tell she's a V8. Yep, a baby V8. Since we're going the batteryless option, I'm a little nervous. Grandpa wrapped that up with some tape. Very fast like. Then we got the trailer lined up. And you know, I was kind of upset at first. Had this big old lip that, I don't know what they're doing, grading this road or what. But they left like a big old, like 8-inch lip right here. And it just worked out good with the trailer to give us the ground clearance on this short little, what is this, Crown Victoria here? So it gives us a nice old slope. And I'll be the, you know, the guys is left or right up on the front while Grandpa drives this puppy up here. And we'll be good to go. Trailer set up, car is coming. I'm gonna get up here in the front ways. Look at her coming.
Watch the bottom, babe.
You're good, you're clear.
A little bit more driver's side. You're half off the ramp.
You're good. Keep her coming. Here it is. It's on the trailer, safe as can be. She's a little to the passenger side here, but with the crazy angle we had going on here, it's gonna do. And we only got 2 miles to go because well, I lie, 4 miles to go because Grandpa's 4 miles from the house. We know how far. It sounds good, really good. I'm happy. The old trash bottle stayed on the car. It was so smooth of a ride. They didn't even move any. Man, the thing's just running so smooth after so long.
Yeah.
Like it was running yesterday. So I guess now we're taking this adventure to Grandpa's house real quick and unloading this one for the day. And we'll come back and we'll do one of these other ones tomorrow or one of the following days when we got time. We're back on this puppy here. It's been a couple days. We're using, these are 2 spares I had for the old Crown Vic that was yonder way, but they never fit because of the back spacing wasn't the same. So pretty sure we'll be okay with using them on the Crown, not the Crown Vic, I mean the Kia here, because as the internet says, the bolt holes have the same spacing, so they should just fit right up if we're lucky. And then we'll pop this puppy on the trailer, take this one to Grandpa's too, and we'll be doing good. Well, they haven't been off in a while neither.
We're going full on.
There it is. There goes that old wheel. Here comes our new one. One thing I didn't think about was the lug nuts. But for now, whatever lug nut we got, it'll hold it tight because it's just going on the trailer. We're not driving this one around town. Not yet, anyway. Look at that wheel. Now, I'm just saying, this is pure luck. Luck that these wheels fit. You know? I don't know how. I don't know. It's just somebody's looking out for me today. We're on the driver's side now, and you can almost tell the tight quarters here. You know, the jack might just have enough room around the bumper here, but gosh dang. What was Mikey thinking when he parked all these so close? Well, he wasn't. He was just thinking parking lot. Fit under there with no moving. Come on, baby. Oh, nice. You're right on it too. Look how bad this is. This is why these won't hold no air and why we're swapping them out. Grandpa got the old driver wheel on. We just gotta lower down. We put the jump box on the battery so the battery starts sucking some juice from that battery. And we'll roll her down here and put this little key thing in there, and we'll see if she'll fire up. And then we'll get the trailer aligned up at the same time. Drive that puppy up there. It should be easy peasy lemon squeezy, they say. There we go, firing time. It's happier than I expected. I expected this thing to be knocking like crazy because it's been sitting for like a year in this spot. Maybe like 8 months, it hadn't been that long. Still, it's been a long time since she's been fired up. I thought for sure the oil would have drained from all the crevices. This little Kia got the V6 flavor, the 3500s. Kia. It does good. It does good. I drove this car a long time. Surprisingly, it's got some nuts. She gets up and goes. I'll tell you that much, guys. Just take my word for it. Look at, she's moving. She's moving, guys. Whew! Little muffler draggage, but the wood gave way. You could see it, look. See that? Wood gave way. Made it. We got her up there a little far forward. The poor Suburban squatting a little bit. We also can't get our block out right here. A little more. Right about there. Now the truck looks less squished. Trailer is level. The door still opens. That says this thing's a little taller than the Crown Vic, because the Crown Vic, the door wasn't open with Grandpa in it. Or maybe just the suspension's that much worse off in that car. We made it to Grandpa, no problem. Literally no problem. And we came over here because I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's pretty good hill going that way. So we're hoping the ramps will be on the hill a little bit and help us out. That's the goal. I don't know if it'll help. After further looking, it didn't really look that good. Still looked like a pretty steep angle. So Grandpa got this great idea to use them, you know, ramps that you park your car on, do an oil change. And just putting them under the back tires of the Suburban. You know, and just lift that puppy up to the moon. Staying right there. Perfect. See? This is what we're talking about. Now let's come back here yonder here. Now you see how much of an angle to the dangle this puppy's at now. And look how much closer, you know, that is to the ground. It's like a handful instead of a foot.
It's enough to not even need the block on this one.
Yeah. I do know we do need this thing, but it's a little heavy. And I can't really pick that up right now because doctor says no, and I don't want to get in trouble. But what I can do is pull this trunk lever. I don't know why I said trunk lever. It's not a trunk lever. It's a bonnet lever. Well, she's lifted up. And now that we found the keys, Grandpa's gonna fire her up. Just wanna make you a little nervous there that one time, you know. But she's doing good. Fired right up. Take this puppy down. And we could close the bonnet. Too bad this one's not a Colorado flag. It's pretty good shape for one. You know, big yellow dot, big red C, big blue stripes. I don't know. I do got a little damage I caused here I need to fix. Maybe. Look at that thing. Nice. Way smoother than when going up. Way smoother. Way better idea. Here she lays for a while over by the Crown Vic. We're stuffing this puppy because of me, you know, but we'll get him out of here as fast as we can. Yep, even the Suburban's over here. That one was the first one over here because we were gonna get some pretty big sized hail and I got scared. So I drove her over here to Grandpa's. And then I got the ticket for the no tags everywhere. So it ended up staying for a little bit, and then now we got the Crown Vic over here, and we got the Kia over here, and there's just one left to go. Mom's Tahoe. But we're not gonna worry about Mom's Tahoe today because moving a car, it's a lot of work. So we're just gonna put the trailer away for today. We'll come back tomorrow or the next couple days, we'll get to Mom. Boom! Boom shakalaka, whatever phrase you want to put there, it's there. It's done. Grandpa's got that to an art because he's done it so many times. Just in and out, you know. So that's it for today. We're gonna deal with Mom's Tahoe another day. So yeah, you guys have watched by now, right? Now we're back into January. And you can see that the Tahoe is still sitting here and the K5 Blazer didn't get messed with very much. The Crown Vic you seen at the beginning of the video, I'm driving that daily now. She's got legal beagle tags. The Suburban that was at Grandpa's house, she's got legal beagle tags again too, so she's back at home. The Cruise, I'm looking to sell that puppy, so that's why it's sitting there. And the limo, she's always had legal tags, so she got put on the driveway that the Crown Vic has been on because, well, I needed the space, okay? Now the yard is a little more organized. I got a little heat off my back, but I'm not done. I'm not gonna give up. I definitely want to move the Tahoe to the backyard and, you know, a couple things else, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you guys stuck around and watched this video. So give me a like if it was interesting to you. Comment what you thought, you know. And don't forget to subscribe because we're always doing something weird on this channel. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Thank you guys for watching.